What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It is a beautiful day here in Findlay, Ohio, and I'm hanging out in the shed, getting ready to check out a new beer. Now, as this is a Wednesday, I'm going to do a WTF Wednesday review. For those of you who may be new to the channel, WTF Wednesday is the one day a week when I showcase a beer I normally wouldn't on a program. Sometimes this means I do stuff from the big boys like Bud Miller and Coors. Sometimes I try interesting offerings from microbreweries. And more recently, I've been trying to get some international flair, get them passport stamps up, and try some international beers. Now, the beer I have today falls into the second category. This is a beer made by Earnest Brewworks out of Toledo, Ohio. So they're a regional brewery in Northwest Ohio here. And they've collaborated with Walt Churchills Market, which is kind of interesting. Walt Churchills Market is a little food store up in, Perrysburg, Ohio, which is kind of like a Toledo suburb. I did one of their reviews on a collaboration beer with this shop before on a WTF Wednesday, maybe like a year or two ago. That one was something strange. I don't remember what it was. It was some kind of like hybrid wine beer thing. It was a bit weird. Now, this is a little more traditional. So this is just supposed to be their signature lager. So Walt Churchills Market signature lager. Now, on the side here, we have a little bit of a blurb. Churchill's signature lager is not just another lager. It's a craft lager. Rice was utilized to lighten the body and to allow the Manteca hops to contribute their natural, lively lemon and lime character. The result is a clean and ever so subtle note of citrus crispness. IBUs 14, that matches what we had on Untappd. ABV 5.2. SRM 3.5. That's interesting. I've never seen it like that exact. I've seen 1, 2, 3. So the SRM, as you guys know, is the chart here, the color wheel essentially. So they're saying it's a 3, 3.5. I've never seen them do the SRM in that kind of increment. It's always been ones, but pretty cool. So I picked this up at Walt Churchill Market. There's a Costco right across the street, so probably once a month or so. Costco's probably about, 45 minutes from me. My wife and I will go up there, and usually I'll run into Walt Churchill's because they have a decent little beer selection, and I just happened to stumble across this yesterday. Now, I'm also going to my Ohio Pint Day 2024 glass. I just picked these up last week. Pretty cool looking. Once a year, they have a day where you can go to the local breweries, and you can get these. The deals vary. Sometimes they're free if you buy a beer. Sometimes you got to pay $5 or whatever it is. I think I paid $5 each for these, and I picked up, I think I got 4 of them. I got one for me, one for the Yeti. I sent one to Rod J, and I have one more floating around in case I break it. But pretty neat glass with the airplanes on it. They've been doing this for 5 years, and I have all 5 of them. And I think every single year I've gone to the Urban Woody Brewery in Fostoria to get it. So now it's become my, annual pilgrimage on Ohio Craft Pint Day here. I go up to the Urban Woody in Fostoria. So let's check this one out. As soon as I open it, I can get an interesting smell. To me, it's more like a rice smell, to be honest. Now, also worth noting, I have my Don's Beer Reviews beer mat here. I won't besmirch it. I'll destroy me and the Yeti's one first. Let's go to the nose. The nose has an odd smell, and I know it's because if it's made with rice, it gives off that. It almost smells like when you make rice, and it has that weird smell when you're boiling it, whatever it is. To me, that's what that smell tastes like. I don't really get any citrus. I'm just picking up that rice smell. It's not a terrible smell. It's just kind of weird in a beer. Yeah, it smells all right. Color, I guess we know since they told us it's 3.5. I would have probably went down there 2, 3 or something. It's very light in color. You can see straight through it. Pretty clear. Not crazy with the carbonation. You get a few bubbles there, but it's not overly carbonated. I'm guessing this is supposed to be more like a light beer, obviously, or it's like a signature lager. 5.2, so decent ABV. Looks okay. Had a decent fingers and a half worth of whitehead there for a while. It dissipated a little, but it's still hanging around. Looks all right. Let's give it a shot. Cheers. Body is light. Taste. I will say it tastes better than it smells. The smell was giving off that ricey kind of thing that I'm not a huge fan of. It's like a weird, it's almost bready, but it's not quite bready. It's like a distinct rice smell. Now on the taste, you don't really get it as much. Light bodied, so it goes down pretty smoothly, pretty easily. And again, I'm guessing this is supposed to be like a tailgate type of beer, a session lager for those that might not be big into craft beer. And if it is, I think it probably delivers on that. So what do you get? You get a little bit of sweetness. You get a tiny bit of hops. You definitely get a little bit of the lemon. I know it says lemon lime. I think it's more lemon than lime, for me at least. So you get a little bit of like citrusy crispness at the back end when you drink this. And, you know, all things considered, pretty decent beer. Now, again, if you're into big imperial stouts and things like this, probably not for you. But if you're just trying to get into craft beer, or you just want a simple sipper that you can drink 6 of them, no problem, and you're not going to, you know, feel all weird and sick, you could do a lot worse than this. This is a pretty solid beer. So Walt Churchill's Market Signature Lager from Earnest Brewworks, thumbs up. I like this one. I will say this, Earnest does a lot of really good stuff. I need to get up there one day. It's not too far from where I live in Findlay, so I need to do a little road trip, maybe visit Earnest and see what they got going on. So, like I said, this is a good beer. Thumbs up for me. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. I'd ask if you had this, but probably not. There's only 30 check-ins on Untappd. Oh, I forgot that part. I did get a 3.44 on Untappd. 30 check-ins, so you probably haven't had it. But have you seen any other store brewery collaborations where you live? It's kind of a neat concept. So, I don't know. I'd like to see what else is out there. Hey, till next time. Cheers.